His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Goal 50. Alabama, 380.
They'll run with White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. He's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady. Second all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Back to throw. And a dump off to White. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hogan. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll look to throw. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route, and he's taken down inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
To throw is Brady, and that is incomplete. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff, because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the post.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, receiver. Mason. Throw.
Cousins to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
One universal in football, but it's a kicking situation. All right, you're kicking a field goal, an extra point, you're punting. You never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.